everyone, welcome back. So, Sentenced to be a Hero Season 1 isn't just one of the most anticipated anime of the year, it's one that actually lives up to the hype and then goes even further. From its very first episode, the series pull you into a dark, brutal world that flips the idea of heroes on its head. Because in this story, heroes aren't chosen, they are sentenced. The premise is as grim as it is fascinating. Criminals are forced into becoming heroes, but not in the noble, self sacrificing way you might expect. These so called heroes are essentially enslaved soldiers controlled by the Holy Knights and thrown into endless battles as disposable weapons. And death isn't an escape. When they die, they are revived, only to be sent back into the battlefield again, over and over. An eternal punishment disguised as duty. It's a chilling concept, and the anime wastes no time exploring just how broken this system really is. At the center of the story is Xylo, a newly sentenced hero trying to survive in a world that sees him as nothing more than an expendable. Alongside him is Tiorita, a powerful goddess created by humanity as a weapon, and Captain Kivia, a leader within the Holy Knights, who quickly becomes one of the most compelling characters in the series. As the story unfolds, what starts as a straightforward war narrative slowly expands into something much deeper. The anime carefully builds its world piece by piece, revealing the ongoing conflict against demon lords, the terrifying spread of something called the demon blight, and the horrifying truth behind the monster known as fairies. But what really makes the story stand out is how it handles its revelations. Every twist feels earned, every mystery slowly unravels in a way that keeps you hooked, and by the time you reach the later episode, you start to realize that the real enemy might not just be the demons but the very system controlling these so called heroes. The world building here is easily one of the show's strongest elements. From the origins of the goddess to the politics of the royal family and the inner workings of the Holy Knights, everything feels interconnected and purposeful. The anime doesn't just tell you about its world; it shows it through different location, cultures, and character perspective. And that level of detail make the entire experience incredibly immersive. Sorry, but as strong as the story is, it's the character that truly carry the show. Every single character feels distinct, clear, and important. There are no throwaway personalities here. As the series progresses, we get glimpse into their past, why they were sentenced, and what they have lost, and what drives them forward. These backstories don't just add depth, they reshape how you see each character. Even someone who seems cold or ruthless at first might have a heartbreaking reason behind their action. And that constant peeling back of layers keeps the emotional stakes high throughout the season. Kivia in particular stands out. Her arc builds steadily across the season, leading to a powerful and emotional payoff in the finale. It's a moment that doesn't rely on flashy action but instead hits hard because of everything that came before it. That said, when the anime does go all in on action, it absolutely delivers. The animation is stunning from start to finish. Fight scenes are explosive, fluid, and packed with detail. The use of camera angles, framing, and even POV shots during intense moments add a cinematic quality that elevates every battle. And the series doesn't hold back. It leans into its darker tones with brutal, gory sequences that reinforce just how unforgiving this world is. But even outside of combat, the animation remains impressive with subtle character moments and expressions that bring every scene to life. Backing all of this is a powerful soundtrack that knows exactly when to go big and when to pull back for quieter emotional moments. By the time the final episode rolls out, Sentenced to be a Hero proves exactly why it stands out in the dark fantasy genre. It's not just about action or shock value, it's about questioning what it really means to be a hero in a world where heroism is forced, manipulated, and exploited. With its gripping story, rich world building, incredible animation, and deeply human characters, this is easily one of the strongest fantasy anime in recent years. If you're a fan of dark, thought provoking stories with high stakes and emotional depth, this is one you shouldn't miss. Sentenced to be Hero Season 1 is now streaming on Crunchyroll. That's it. Thank you all for watching. Bye.